Sweet dreams, Naya. What? What's that? Oh, it's just Jade blowing on that flute. Huffing and puffing up a storm on that bad boy, getting real rowdy. And all that noise had me thinking Rowdy Russet had come back from the dead. Only to be tragically eaten by a hungry chess guy all over again.
Roxy!
Contrary to what his name would have you believe, Rowdy Russet was one of my sweetest cats, by the way.
Aww. Oops, did the noise wake you? I'm about a decade rusty at sucking with this thing. I'd play an instrument I actually know, but it seems the orchids have too refined taste for the bass. So picky.
Nah, I was already out making my rounds. Got my new PJs, and I gotta make 'em known like a traveling circus showing off their newest bearded lady.
I do like your new PJs.
Thank you. They're the hottest couture on the market, fresh from the mind of the Schoonerville's very own Hikiko Merriam.
I notice you and Dave Cat have been getting a lot of clothes from her recently.
Yeah, aside from getting those guys to wear something other than the same stank PJs every day. It's also just good to keep her busy with something other than brooding and quiet contemplation all hours of the non-day. Anywho, what are you cooking up in here, Harl?
I'm growing orchids onto the trunk of this tree.
They just grow hanging off the branch like that?
Yeah! Orchids are a type of plant called epiphytes, meaning they can survive off the backs of other plants instead of in the dirt. The roots attach themselves to the tree, and after some aggressive loving and watering, eventually they can grow on the tree all by themselves.
Oh, so they're like mistletoe?
Well, actually, mistletoe is parasitic. They suck the water and nutrients straight out of the trees they grow on. Orchids don't do that at all. They just use the tree like an anchor to get their sweet spot so they can grow. For an orchid to kill a tree, it'd have to be huge. Like, huge enough to block out all the sunlight and keep it for itself.
Neat. So, what's that plant you got in the corner over there?
I'm glad you asked. Whoa. Roxy, Calliope, and is that Kanaya?
Is that Jade?
Roxy,
Yo,
where are we?
this is a special dream bubble Callie set up.
I don't even remember falling asleep.
Yeah, I used Callie's special magic sleep dust on ya. Sorry for conking y'all out, but Callie said we had to do this tonight.
I thought the dream bubbles had been destroyed.
I thought so too. The origin of these new bubbles is unclear, though it seems like they might actually be emanating outwards from our destination. But I must admit, I'm happy to see them back.
Ladies. Wonk.
Wow. I must say that this vast expanse of nothingness was well worth the minute inconvenience of being magicked to an untimely slumber. Via a substance that I am still not altogether sure isn't actively harmful to biological life.
Ahem. Turn around.
What a daring dream.
Whoa.
Intense, right?
So, what exactly are we looking at here?
Our cosmic canonical correspondence. You could call it a visual representation of our everything.
Forgive my ignorance, but I recall our universe looking more, amphibian? This looks vaguely closer to the door we took to claim the ultimate reward. Albeit more fucked.
This is true, but this diorama exemplifies something far grander than any single universe.
I think it wasn't all crazy like this last time.
The last time? You've been here before?
Yeah, it was like a million years ago by now, but I came out here once on my way out of Dream looking for my boo thing.
Oh?
And it was more or less just a regular looking blockhouse back then.
I believe its current appearance is due to the work of outside influence.
You're saying he did this?
I'm not entirely sure. But yes, that is my current working theory. I brought you here together so we can discuss what is to be done about this.
Is there a reason you neglected to add Carcat and Dave to this Socratic slumber seminar?
While the knights will no doubt prove invaluable to the impending conflict, when it comes to these, finer points of discussions, their chins do tend to wag.
What?
Love him to death, but they can't shut the fuck up.
In so many words. Our true goal with this endeavor has been rather vague these last few years, and as our time on the ship begins to draw to a close, I believe we should start a serious dialogue about what we plan on doing once we touch ground.
God, I love seeing you boss up.
I understand that. But couldn't we just talk normally? Without all this chloroform ninja shit?
It was a bit much.
I apologize for my draconian methods, but I needed to make sure our discussions could be held free from the prying eyes of outsiders.
Yeah, because this is about us. Our family, our future.
What is there to discuss? I thought my plan was well understood.
Okay, sheesh. Let's hella badass and vengeful, but like, damn, shoddy? I don't know, maybe there's some other options than just going and slicing this shit to smithereens. And also, like, could you even?
I'd very much like to try.
Let's maybe try something less fucked up first.
I'm not sure if you're aware, Roxy, but we are more or less the foremost experts when it comes to being quote-unquote fucked up. Anyway, he started it. Nothing remains but to finish it.
Yikes! Why don't we all cool off for a second? I wanted to ask Calliope something. Who did you mean by outsiders?
Yes. Well, I began prepping my dreamily magics as soon as you were released from her hold. We needed to do this before she comes back.
Before she comes back. It seems this constellatory quartet
doesn't quite understand. I never left.
Callie, chillax. How did she sneak up behind us like that when she's glowing like a Christmas tree?
I do not sneak. I was always behind, before, alongside you. I am always alongside, behind, before you. I simply made my presence known to you.
What are you doing here?
To make a correction to my counterpart's assertion. You believe the current appearance of the home is due to the actions of the prince. That is a half-truth. The root of the issue is far deeper than that. Though the prince's actions have exacerbated the damage, they are not its origin point. It is due to the beliefs and desires of those far beyond even my grasp. It is all that we are/were, and its current form is representative of what those outsiders think we are/should be. This home, in its current form, has become abominable.
I don't know, I think it looks kinda cool.
It is not cool. It is an eyesore, and worse, its purpose has become obfuscated, form plagued with an ever-expanding amalgamation of wings, and rooms, and atriums, and winding exhibition halls. All uncurated, thoughtlessly tacked on to accommodate garish, self-indulgent new installations.
And stairs.
And stairs.
It keeps happening, huh?
Yes, It keeps happening.
Har har har.
Although I doubt it can be restored to its original state, the growth can be curbed. With or without your assistance, these antics can be brought to a satisfying and hopefully timely conclusion. The prince thwarted, the renovations finished, and the rest of the recalcitrant furniture bolted neatly back into its place.
Are you calling us fucking furniture?
Who's the couch?
Shut up.
Sorry.
Calliope.
Hmm?
No, not you, the dead one. The alternate Calliope.
We gotta come up with a different name.
How about bossy dead bitch?
Oh, Snizzap.
You can call me Al.
Aw, that's almost cute.
Is this cryptic expositioning truly necessary? Al. Actually, no. I am not calling you that.
For you, no. But there are other invested parties.
We were about to engage in a rather important discussion.
Yes, you were. However, to make it simpler for you, I'll tell you this. Ultimately, what you plan here has very little bearing on what you will do. We will arrive on Deltris, and I will move this story to its conclusion without further complications. Little else matters.
What the hell is Demetriosis?
And why should we believe any of that?
It is my duty to tell the truth to those I protect.
Well, I think we're all better off without your protection!
You can choose to believe that, but my duty grants me authority that surpasses the need for your consent.
I'm sure he thinks the same way.
Meeting adjourned.